Hey guys, so I had planned to do this in another spot as opposed to this plain, boring, blank wall. Um, but life got really crazy and busy and complicated. So it's here. Because I figure if I don't do it here, I'm never gonna do it. Kids are watching a show and I am just hoping to get this done. I tried a couple times to do this and it's not worked out. I'd like to get my 1 month, almost 6 week really, update on my surgery, um, because a lot has happened in this last month or so since my last update. So I'll have all of my information, or all my stuff down below about my last update on how my surgery went, and all the other stuff about my endometriosis and things like that in the description bar, and some stuff will pop up in the time or up in the iCards as the video goes on. But let's go ahead and get started. The second week or so, I was starting to feel a bit better every day. Um, and it was still hard. It was still something where sitting up was difficult and walking was difficult, and it was a workout to do all of those things. But by that second week, I was fully able to do everything for myself. I was well enough that I was able to get food for myself. I was able to shower by myself. I didn't feel like I needed someone home with me necessarily. I just couldn't do anything besides take care of myself. So I needed someone here to take care of my kids and my house, but not necessarily for me anymore. By the third week, I don't think I was taking any medicine at that point, and I was feeling pretty good. Middle of the way through, all of my scabs for my incisions were off at that point. And I was feeling really good. And then I got sick with strep throat, or no, not with strep throat. My kids got strep throat. I just got a really bad cold, and I ended up being laid up for like 3-ish days, like two days or so, where I couldn't function. I just laid around again, and I actually kind of went back in like my steps and things like that every day. I was trying to increase my steps. I went from doing like 5,000-ish steps a day down to barely 2,000 a day, because I was so sick. So once that finally went away, on my fourth week of recovery, that was when I felt amazing, like amazing. um, and it was my first week home alone. Um, I was back to normal routines. I didn't have the kid I babysit yet. Um, but I was back to dropping off my daughter at school and doing all of the things that we do at the house. Um, and so by the end of that week, I started feeling really good, or I was still feeling really, really good. And so we started taking walks. The weather was beautiful here, and it's usually still kind of cold right now, but we got a break in our weather, and so I went on walks, and I was even doing walking on the elliptical because my doctor had told me that if I was up to it, that was okay to walk on the elliptical to get my steps in. Um, but then that next week, I think because I pushed myself every day so much, and I went from just taking care of myself and kind of doing some things to doing everything that I normally would do, and then on top of that, um, making sure my steps are up and um, doing even some like extra cleaning, like little cleaning things around the house that got neglected during the month. I was recovering, and even kind of a month or so before when my husband was taking care of the house, just little stuff that, um, like deep cleaning type stuff that I did not expect anybody to do, that I do, that the normal stuff of the house was taken care of, and so these were little things that I was trying to play catch up on. And so that next week, I was in a lot of pain, like back to almost pre-surgery type level of pain. Um, and so yeah, I ended up setting myself back for a week. So for a week, I ended up missing out on things. I still had the little girl because as long as I was kind of laying around, I was okay. Um, but I went back to doing pretty much nothing except keep an eye on my kids, and making sure they were doing their school. So that was really, really hard. I also mentioned in a Facebook post that I found out something else about my health that I was not aware of pre-surgery, and I still don't know all the details to it. I'm hoping to find that out this week when I go to my post-op consultation with my surgeon. But I found out that I have a bladder condition called interstitial cystitis, IC for short. Essentially, it's another source of pelvic pain, and I won't know to what degree it is a source of pelvic pain for me until I'm 2 to 3 months out post-surgery, because that's how long it takes for everything to fully heal and you kind of can figure out your new normal. So I don't know how much of my pelvic pain that I was experiencing before surgery was related to my endometriosis and how much of it was related to this bladder condition. So that was actually really hard. I probably had 2 days of just feeling really low and depressed from it, because I went from a week of feeling amazing and awesome to then starting to feel crappy again and coming to realization that I have a bladder condition that I'm going to have to deal with the rest of my life. It's nothing that I can get rid of, and I have to manage it for the rest of my life. And so as I find out more about that at my post-surgery thing, I will let you know in my next update on this. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. In like 3 or 4 days, I have my recovery or my post-surgery recovery update with my surgeon, and I will update again when that happens. Look who decided to show up. So yeah, my update, I will have that up when I go and hear more about it, hear more about even what all he found in my surgery, and just a lot more details about the surgery and this bladder condition. So there will definitely be at least one more update on this. Hopefully I'm not getting tired of this, but that's my life right now. Crazy kids and health issues. So I will talk to you all in my next update. Bye. No. Ew, oh my gosh. No, say excuse me. Boys. Okay.